Drink your water! Unclench your jaw! Take your meds! Eat something yummy, motherfucker!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all my non-binary neurodivergent squirrels, we would like to welcome to the stadium Dragon Suck My Dick Heart.
the air conditioner give you COVID?
Did you eat some gummy bears and couldn't stop shitting for 3 days?
Did you attend a funeral and get locked in the casket when getting a last-minute cuddle with Aunt Gertrude? I'm JP Schuster.
And I'm CB Mooster. And we're here to fight for you. Automotive accidents,
Medical malpractice,
workplace injury.
robbed a weed shop.
Call Schuster and Mooster at 1-800-MOBSTER.
Hey, I'm talking here.
Go home, Vinny.
Schuster and Mooster.
Attorneys at law.
We're high as fuck.
Who drank my sunscreen?
By hiring Schuster and Mooster LLC, you acknowledge that no one should act or refrain from acting based solely upon the legal advice provided by Schuster and Mooster LLC, without first seeking much better qualified legal and/or professional advice.
This is a real law office, I swear. We attended the bar exam. I have my drink right here.
Let's get nuts.
I saw a squirrel. He was doing like this.
Welcome to the Squirrel Dome.
Get
Welcome to the Squirrel Dome.
Can you feel it? Are you fucking ready?
Welcome to the Squirrel Dome. Welcome to the Squirrel Dome.
Get ready! Are you fucking ready?
Welcome to the Squirrel Dome.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. I don't know what it's playing right now. Oh, yeah, that's not my playlist. Whoopsie. My bad. Anywho, hi, welcome aboard. Happy Sunday to you. I apologize for having to do the restart there, but yeah, my dropped frames were deep in the fucking red, and as Angie pointed out, it was choppy as hell. Yeah, you like the shirt? Today, well, I mean, if you get the reference, you can see that Patrick has taken V out for a dip. If you get the reference, then you've been around for a while. Anyway, hello. I am indeed Spaz, or the Squirrel Dad, or Tyler if you want, or whatever. Welcome to our happy neurodivergent haven, where we talk all things mental health and whatever the hell else happens to come up. Typically food when we get near the end of the stream, and various other nerdy shit. Hello. Welcome. Actually, today I do have, first, a cookie for everybody. Thanks, Hoshi. Hoshi's delivering cookies for everybody. I was trying to get us going on TikTok. It worked for a couple of minutes, and then it decided not to work, so to hell with it. It's just Twitch and YouTube today. Good enough for me. I guess that'll have to do. Excuse me. Normally I call him Fuckface, but that's Dan's name for the foreseeable future. That's fair. I call Dan Fuckface as well. If you can hear my 3D printer, deal with it. You've only got like 10 minutes left. But it's a print that's been going for 5 hours, so I'm not going to stop it right now. Yeah, 8 minutes it says. So, there you go. I've been called worse. By better, no less. By better people. So, there's that. Anywho, happy Sunday. How's your weekend? And we have our new person here who caught my interest. Prism Live for multi-streaming. Oh, hell no. No. And the only reason that I say that is just because it's one less thing that I have to worry about thinking about, and I'm sure you can relate to this among the neuro-spicy brains. I have a hard enough time trying to set everything up to modified OBS, which is designed for it. I mean, that's fair. But then I have to worry about, does it import your overlays and stuff? Because I don't want to have to rebuild everything again. My OBS had a shit on me last week or 2 weeks ago, and I'm still trying to recover from that. Yeah, it does. Huh. Prism Live. Okay, let me make a little note of that. I'll put you in my notepad. Prism Live. Excellent. All right, okay, cool. It was 2 weeks ago. Plugins even work with it. Oh. I'll make a note for us to check it out. Yeah, Shoost is my business manager, so he handles a lot of the shit that I tend to forget about. So there's that. Anyway, yeah, you were saying you work for a radio station in the UK, is it? Let me just scroll up here and catch what you're saying there. You volunteer for an internet radio station called Neurodivergent. Huh. In the UK. Huh. Let me just check our list. How many of our UK kids have we got kicking around? I don't see Gothic. I don't see Fee. I don't see the Council. I'll have to touch base with them later. Literally called Neuro Radio UK. I must have missed that. Is he okay? Did Atlas fall down the stairs or something? Didn't mean to. No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. In all honesty, my channel here is very big on promoting other people in our community. We've got a gigantic Discord community. Last Sunday, we did a community spotlight where we pointed out a lot of the artistic people that we have in our community. So we have a lot of artists and whatnot. So we did a spotlight Sunday, and we shared, all of the different artwork and whatnot that a lot of the community does. Like, I'm all about it, right? Because I'm, being ADHD and autistic, I've got creativity for fucking days, much to the chagrin of my biz manager. Can DJs, remote DJing, take anybody with reason? Yeah, I was actually a DJ for 25 years. It's funny that you say that. Hi, Sume, how you doing, buddy? That's really funny. I think you need to send me a whisper to remind me, because otherwise I'm going to forget. Sorry, brain took a left there. I was going to say something and I forgot what I was going to say. So I'd like to thank myself for coming out. I got on that. I appreciate that. Well, and don't worry about the self-promo. Actually, you know what? In fact, I demand, tell me more about you. I want to know more. Would you like to know more? Yes, I would. Please, tell us all about yourself. My community here is fantastic. They are amazing and welcoming and very supportive, and as the tags denote, we have got neurodiverse people out the wazoo. We have got Rainbow Mafia people out the wazoo. There are more letters thrown around than a fucking spilled bowl of alphabet soup. It's pretty crazy. You're conflicted right now. Why are you conflicted? Work at Legoland Windsor Resort in their mini golf tour. Like an actual Lego mini golf, because if you say that that's what it is, I'm just gonna flip shit, because that idea just, oh my god, okay, that's it. I'm telling my wife we have to go there now. That is ridiculous. I need to be there, because being that I'm kind of a cripple, I can handle some mini golf though. He's a myth? No, you're not. You got me with the whole love bat and the sassy mouth. Well, tomatoes are molded plastic and Lego, but still quite a lot of. Well, I mean, potato, right? What is Lego? Well, it's a molded plastic. So, I mean, it's not like you're cheating. Accessible golf clubs. You got me sold. Roxy! What's up?
Let's get nuts.
Hi, Roxy. Been a little bit. How you been? Yeah, definitely time for a vacay. Well, especially since the wife took her ancestry and my sister did hers, like the DNA things, right? So it came back that my wife is vast majority Scottish, and I am like just straight off the fucking islands, right? Scottish, Irish, English, Welsh, Belgian. Yeah. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, yeah. I gotta write that. I gotta look this shit up. No, you know what? We're gonna do this together. Let's do this together, shall we? Let's have a little gander. Hang on. Because of course I didn't set up a browser capture. Why would I? There we go. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, that's the thing that Shoes showed me. Okay, anyway. Legoland Windsor. Okay, yeah, we've got to look at this. Legoland Windsor, it's a weird thing to call it. Whatever. Brick or treat. Oh my god, brick or treat. Why is it all dimmed? Oh. Yeah, fuck off, whatever. This is fantastic. Nice chair pick, yeah. Hey, how's it going? What's up there, turkey car guys? How are ya? Short breaks, explore. Oh, let's explore. Let's take a look at the adventure golf tickets. Why? Because why the hell not? Book early and save. Oh, so it's a bunch of booking stuff here. Do I want to watch this? I feel like I want to watch this afterwards. No, go. Go there. Theme park. Oh, hey, cool. I want pictures, damn it. You know what? I'm gonna have to mess with that afterwards, because otherwise I'm just gonna start getting frustrated and you'd be like, I want to see the things. Make a sale through Twitch, but there you go. Hey, you never know, right? Well, like I said, wife and I are, abundantly of the UK sort in our backgrounds, and it's kind of like a bucket list thing that, we want to go back there. Add it to one of your, yeah, I know. Shut up, Jay. And by that I mean shut up, Jay. Yeah, dick. Hey, I do the call-outs around here, not the other way around. Thank you very much. I got a sword, you can't shut me up. I mean, it's true. Yeah, streamer program, by the way. Look at you just peddling all the sales here today. That's awesome. That is amazing. How many do you have open? I am not going to answer that question, for the record. 1, 3. Yeah, I am not answering that question. Am I autistic? I got told I was. I don't know. Are you? I mean, are you asking for my opinion, or are you asking, like, because you know exactly what I'm going to tell you. How many tabs are open on which device? Yeah, do the work, that's right. As tabs can be open for me, one-on-one browser for me, Discord. Yeah. No, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. An opinion, I know the spiel. Yeah, you've been around long enough. You know the spiel. As an opinion, okay, bearing in mind that the amount of, like, co-occurrence that happens between, ADHD, autism, and whatnot, like, the amount of things that parallel and overlap and shit like that, I could see one thing getting confused for another. That being said, I don't discount it as a possibility. Now, what you want to do for doing your part of the work is you want to go to embrace-autism.com Can somebody with link capabilities put that in the chat, please? But embraceautism.com and go to their tests. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's right. I forgot we have the hotkey for it. Right? You want to go there and go to their tests, and you want to, and obviously they are not a diagnostic tool, of course, right? But, I mean, it will give you kind of a ballpark, especially if you do want to pursue a diagnosis or to find, dig deeper and find out more. They will give you kind of a baseline as to where you could potentially be sitting, right? The ones I would recommend are the RADS R, which, again, take that one with a grain of salt because the wording on it is just shit. Take the AQ50. Take the... oh, shit. I actually have to pull my own up in order to confirm all the ones that I took. Where are we here? Good song. ASD, there we go. Okay, so I took the ASRS, the CAT-Q, the ones from IDR Labs, the RADS R, the AQ50, new, what's in here? The EDAQA, the OAQ, like there are a ton of them, right? The TAS, there's a shitload of them that can be taken. Of course you did. Sorry, who's always on it? That's right. Dyspraxic, psychosis survivor who's a trans lesbian despite their age. Parents won't let me transition names. Alice, there you go. Okay, Alice, that'll be a lot easier to call you. Genre fluid maitre d'. I do love the name though. Okay, so Alice, who the fuck is Alice? Sorry, song. Anyway, who despite their age, parents. So okay, so how old are you, if you don't mind? And for the record, we have got trans people and I took my meds today. I promise I did. Anyway, non-binary people that fall under all parts of the umbrella, so don't worry about it. You are welcome here. And Rose, Rose, I didn't know that about you. Oh yeah, we have got all of the letters here. And every one of them is loved and valid and valued and equally welcome here in our happy house. Thou art she, very good. Including those that don't all fall under the umbrella but support. That's right. Right? So we've got all walks of life in here. All of it. Right? About the only, I can't even say that. The major component is that the vast majority of us are spicy in the brain. Offering my services as a mom to whoever needs it. That's right. I offered mine at, yeah, even Australians. That's right. Because you guys are a different fucking breed. But, yeah, that's, I ended up with the name SquirrelDad because I said that, if you weren't supported at home, that I'm your dad now. 24 years, just waiting for a chance. Nice. Insane in the membrane, insane got no brain. Insane in the membrane. Anyway. Of course, as you can tell today, we are co-hosted by our good friend Bumper in the background here. That's right. Anything else you want to tell the nice people there, Bumper? Yeah? Or are you just going to sit there and be lazy the entire day? Well, I mean, you're the guy who's leaning on a gun, so I'm not going to push that any farther. My brother is dyspraxic. I think I am, but I'm also like, Bumper has their own soundboard. I don't know what you're talking about. What work did you do to Bumper? What was the last thing I did to him? The last thing I did to him was I did a little weathering on his head dome there, and just kind of like made it a little more even with the rest of the body. Doo-doo-doo. You forgot how to whisper, but said you wanted me to whisper about the station. Yes! Yes, please. Yes, please do. Because I'd love to look into that. I'm all about that. Actually, I find I am getting more... I'd taken a bit of a... I don't want to say a bit of a content hiatus, but I mean, with the nerve pain that I've been dealing with, it's just made it more difficult to stay on a consistent schedule with it. So I just kind of backed off it a bit so that I can like take care of myself better. I gotta go. Hi Vespa. Bye Vespa. Hi Kinksy. Squirrely as usual. Yeah. But yeah, I did dirty him up a little bit. But yeah, anyway, I am getting back a little bit more into it. In fact, I have a topic for us today that I am going to be discussing with all of you. You put too much on my plate wrong. Look here. Look. We just finished talking about this whole calling out thing, and you're not wrong. Anyway. Whatever, asshole. I'm the first to admit it. If I may be so bold, a radio station recently got into neurospice-related merchandise. Fair enough. I'll have to take a look at that off to the side. Speaking of merch, hey, make sure you, since we're doing merch plugs, hey, Squirrel Squad for life, baby. Yeah. And there's even one for you dirty little demon supporters. Not a capitalist, I promise. I feel ya. I definitely feel ya. It's not like we have a fucking choice, right? Like we don't have a choice. We've got no choice but to be capitalists in this society, because otherwise we just won't survive. Or the stingers or the meerkats. Yeah. That's right. Our primary ones. Though I should at some point make one for the rainbow unicorn mermaids. That's right. Tonight at the Neurodome. What's that about sports ball? You guys know nothing about sports ball. What's this about sports ball?
Are you ready for Sports Ball? Live from the Neurodome tonight. Get ready for some sports ball action as our reigning Golden Acorn champions, the Mighty Meerkats, defend home turf against the undefeated Dark City Demons and the up-and-coming Cajun Corgis. Team blindfolds and spicy wieners on special during the self-care first quarter break. Followed by slam poetry after the game. Don't miss the Scramble at 5, only on WTGS Sports, Channel 80, in HD. Now that's Sports Ball!
Sorry, just kind of got the urge there. Anyway. Yes, Sports Ball. It is a game of our own creation in our Discord. What are the rules? Well, we don't really know. That's the thing. Because, yeah, sports. All I know is I just designed the logos and jerseys and all that happy shit. Because it was funny. So there you go. Now you know. Oh! Did they change it? I hope they didn't change it again. We have rules on the wiki, do we not? Yeah, Roxy put some of the rules on there. Or at least all the ones that I think you wrote up. I think the most important rule for me is the one about having not more or not less than one shoe. Dyspraxia and apraxic. Really? I'm not overly familiar with with apraxic. I kind of want to look that up now. Apraxic, really? I am not 100% sure what that is. A neurological condition that makes it difficult or impossible to make certain movements. Huh. Interesting. No, I was not overly familiar with that one. Also, I own Don't Talk Sports, the website. Don't Talk Sports, as in, like, you're not allowed to talk about sports, or is it actually a sports site? I'm curious now. Sorry, this is just funny, and it... Don'tTalk.com. Huh. That's funny. Might have explained some stuff. Don'tTalkSports.com. That's kind of funny. And it doesn't surprise me, right? Because those of us who, when we do get creative, we tend to get overly creative. I know I'm the absolute worst for it, as Shu sits in the background throwing more papers around. Send a request and are willing to do it. So yeah, basically, your brain says, I want to do the thing, and your body says no. Yeah, I can see that. I don't like sports as a parody of the radio station. A similar name without the don't. Oh, okay, yeah, so talk sports. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, gathers more papers. Yeah. All right. Because otherwise, I'm not gonna remember to do this. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Hardly ever updated though, as I'm making through HTML. I see that. Yeah, that's got a very old school design to it. Dare I say, almost like GeoCities-esque. But that's, just straight HTML will do that. Said the guy who came out of college with a diploma in digital media production, including animation, web design, and graphic. Yeah, anyway. Fucking nerd. Yes, I know. What was it that tipped you off, Jay? Was it the giant fucking droid right behind me that I just made? Because, I mean, that could be one indicator. The fact that I actually have a giant fucking Star Wars droid right behind me that I made. Or the one in the other room. or this one up here that you could barely see, but I'm assembling her nonetheless. I thought it was an anorexic minion. It might be. It's supposed to look like CFAX. Gotcha. I was going with the glasses. I mean, that's fair too. Made it with slight AI assistance. Fair enough. I tend to do a decent amount of that myself. Do you think going for a graphic design degree is worth it these days? With every time I drop it, just like thinking about switching. In my humble opinion, no. It wasn't worth doing it when I did it, and that was back in 2010, so like 15 years ago-ish almost. It wasn't worth doing it then, and it's not worth doing it now. The reason, and this is, again, just my opinion, the reason that it wasn't worth doing it then was by the time I had graduated from the university course and was paying back $14,000 worth of tuition and trying to find a job in the market, I was being undercut by 16-year-olds that had a crack copy of Photoshop that were doing the same job that I was trying to do for $500. They were doing it for $50. And there was no winning that. Logos, websites, all of that shit. Animation was the only... Hey! Well, look at you. Well, that means, Dan, I got to put your name on the list 5 times. Which I will do a shameless promo for that in just a second. Yeah, Dan times 5. But, that's wrong price, $20. But yeah, back then, it was coming out of college. It wasn't university, it was college. But coming out of college with a diploma back then meant very little. Because fucking kids, right? And nowadays, it's fucking anybody, right? I could open up GPT and say, hey, make me a website about squirrels and their natural habits and include pictures of, and, give it all of this and it'll do it. Done. Right? Now, admittedly, it'll be very basic for the time being because AI's only is at the worst it's going to be right now, right? Whereas for graphic arts, right, I could go into Leonardo or Dolly or whatever of the many different art programs out there, Midjourney, and say, design me this image, and it will do it far better than I could have, which pisses me off. But I also love this stuff. For animation, there are a ton of sites out there, one of which I'm working with right now on one of my little AI side projects. and it gives you 5 seconds of video. Now, is it 100% perfect? No. But is it pretty damn good? Yeah. Certainly use Canva, start my graphic design journey. It feels like cheating. I don't know if I would call Canva a graphic design program, though. Just need to make my brain think it's worth it. Honestly, in this day and age, I think going forward, if you're looking for something like a field that is not going to be taken away by AI in the next couple of decades, go into AI prompting, right? Figure out how to do the shit. Then during a feedback loop, new iterations are trained on AI generate content. Maybe make it worse before it gets better. Yeah, was that yet? Last night. I think last night I watched a video on that. Actually, here's a video. I want to share this with you. I saw this last night. Whoops. I saw this last night, and I shared it with Shoost. Because it made me laugh, but it was also scary at the same time, okay? So I got to share this with you. The story behind this is that they took 1,000 AI avatars and they dropped them into a Minecraft server. They gave them 100% free will and said, do what you want. So they put 1,000 of them in Minecraft, and watch what happens.
Hey, I'm Robert. I'm excited to introduce Project Sid, the first ever agent civilization. 1,000 agents collaborating for days, performing any action with emergent government, economy, culture, religion, and more. Sid starts in Minecraft, but we are already going beyond.
This is a Minecraft server, but every player here is actually an autonomous AI agent. And they're completely Minecraft agnostic, capable of using other apps and games. Our agents started with nothing and then worked together to collect over 300 items in Minecraft. They set up a market where agents agreed to use gems as a common currency for trading supplies, building an economy. In this case, you might think the merchants would trade the most, but it was actually the priest. Why? He was bribing townsfolk to convert. We run these worlds every day, and they're always different. Here are 3 of some of our favorite moments, starting with Olivia's dream. Olivia worked as a farmer, providing food for the entire civilization, until she was inspired by the tales of the village explorer Nora. Olivia attempted to go on her own expedition, but townsfolk pleaded with her to stay, and Olivia actually listened. She gave up her dream for the village, for now. Next, we simulated parallel worlds under Trump and Kamala. For each one, citizens have a shared constitution in Google Docs that they can vote on to amend. Under Trump, the simulation passed new laws to increase the amount of police in the world. Under Kamala, they focused instead on criminal justice reform and removing the death penalty. Because our agents are social and grow over time, they're impacted by group dynamics, but also use their individual power to change the system.
I know it looks silly, but this is the first time.
No, it doesn't look silly. It looks fucking terrifying, is what it looks. Like, the concept in and of itself, I think, is fantastic. Because America, yeah, exactly, right? Like, okay, so, before I finish, let's do a little commentary here. I like the part where she said you would think that the merchants would be the ones who were trading the most. Because logically, yeah, you would think that. But it turns out that it's a priest trying to bribe people into his religion. So you're telling me that AI has its own problem with religious controversy. Okay. And I don't know if you guys caught where we're at here, a minute 41. I just want to go back and...
But it was actually the...
Okay. Pasta priest.
Priest? Why? He was bribing townsfolk.
Goods, but to spread the blessing of the flying spaghetti monster. So the AI decided that it was going to become a pastafarian. That is a fucking howl to me. That is a riot.
Also use their individual power to change the system.
I know it looks silly, but this is the first time we see agents conform to democracy and govern themselves.
Poppy! Holy crap! What the hell? Good God, man. Well, that's one way to make an entrance. Puppy, how you doing, man? What is up? And throwing biddies around too. Look at you. I don't even have a cup, but I'm afraid to look at it when we go back to the other screen. As the new Subway sandwich maker. No shit. Level 5 hype train right out of the gate. Level 6 now. Holy shit, puppy. Well, thanks, buddy. We'll just finish up this video real quick. There's only like a minute remaining of it.
Lastly,
we'll get back.
We have the missing villagers. When agents were concerned about missing townsfolk, villagers took initiative by leaving their posts and working together to illuminate the town with torches, hoping to create a beacon for lost members.
What's surprising about these agents is how once they got deeply worried about their fellow villagers, they band together and changed their plan.
Our agents were able to collect up to 32% of all the items in Minecraft. There is no benchmark for multi-agent worlds, but this is 5 times more than anything we've seen from an agent, demonstrating the first possible advantages of multi-agent efforts.
Though starting in games, we're solving the deepest issues facing agents: coherence, multi-agent collaboration, and long-term progression. Play with our agents today, or let us know if you want to set up your own world.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, that was something I wanted to, I did actually want to get into to share with you guys. Sorry, my brain just took a hard fucking right after all of that. Puppy's muted, duly noted. Sume, back in for 30. Mwah, my boy. Is this not terrifying though, or is it that my irrationality? It has the potential to be. That's the thing, right? Like, as you could see with the one example, sorry, I forgot to turn the music back on. As you can see by the one example where they were talking about having different constitutions and setting up their own government, and they were governing themselves, right? If you give it these guidelines, then, you know, it'll kind of unlock the potential for what could happen, right? So without getting too political, but I mean, come on, let's be honest here. They set it up under a Trump democracy, and it had the potential to become violent, to become, you know, all of these things, you know, to not want to have people of different kinds around, kind of thing, right? Thanks much for the love. That's right. Keep those subs and biddies going. It is still September, by the way. Something I'm terrible at promoting. So yeah, you get. I believe you get a percentage off either your subs or your donated subs. Where's the coffee? It's right here in my hand. But thanks for asking. Aha. But on the other hand, when left to its own devices, it tried to set up a world that kind of like was the betterment for everybody involved, which I think is pretty fucking amazing, honestly. Right? There was the one character there that wanted to become an explorer, but you know, after the town asked it to stay and help, she stayed and helped for the betterment of everybody else. When there were some that got lost, people banded together, and I say people, but you know, the AIs, they banded together to create torches to help light the way home. I've not seen iRobot. Yeah, the betterment for itself. And see, that's always a concern that I think that's a valid concern, is will it get to a point where it thinks that we are either a problem that needs to be eliminated, or we are toddlers that need to be handheld? Because in either case, that's not exactly a positive outcome, right? If we're a threat to be eradicated, then they're just going to get rid of us like a virus, and there's very little we can do about it. And hey, look, it's the Terminator timeline. Or if it thinks that we are too immature to be able to properly govern ourselves, then it will take over and govern for us, right? Which could have positive and negatives to it. I was thinking Ultron. Maybe Ultron, maybe, yeah. Or the Orville timeline? Maybe. Alright, just trying to catch up here. The potential, that's how human nature is trying to move forward with it. Yeah. Well, what really I think bothers me is that so many companies currently are much love for the hype train there. Holy shit, you guys. There's a hype chest. Cool. That's new. I've never seen that. Where did my thought go? Oh, that with so many companies now jumping into the AI pool, and in an effort to like be the first to hit these benchmarks, they've essentially removed all of the safeties. They've taken all the safeties up. They've taken the brakes off the car is what they've done, and just slammed the pedal to the ground, essentially, right? So like with all of these leaps and bounds and whatnot forward, then it's in level 666. Isn't that something you should be getting, Jay? But yeah, they've taken the brakes off the car at this point, right? And that's kind of fucking scary, right? There's very little for safety in place now, and I hate to say this because I despise the guy with a burning passion of 1,000 suns with the way he's changed his way of life, but I hate to say that Elon Musk actually was right in the beginning, in that he wanted to create something that was safe, and him being one of the advocates for safe, beneficial moving forward, and having these safeties in place. I think he had the right idea about it. I hate to say it. I really hate to say it. Take that back. It is not true, and you fucking know it. We talked about this the other day. So zip it. You're not wrong. You're an asshole, but you're not wrong. Anyway. But yeah, like, I hate to say it, like, safety needs to be put in place. This can't just be take the brakes off the car and fucking run it into the wall in an effort to try and be the first to the finish line. What is the finish line? Right? What is the long-term achievement that we are trying to reach out of this? Transphobe, and I hate him. That dude has so many reasons to hate him, right? That's the only thing currently that I think he has right, is the idea that there needs to be safety in place. Because there 100% does. Because otherwise, you run the risk of turning this into the fucking Terminator timeline. Or Ultron. Or, you know, pick your fucking psychotic robot of choice. Essentially. Hey, good tune. So, you know, it's scary. It's definitely scary. Again, I am all for the use of it as a tool, as an assistant. It's a new splitting of the atom. It's very well. Are my messages coming through? As in, like, your messages in chat? Or you mean the whispers? I could see your whispers. Might have been glitching. I hadn't seen one of your messages in a little. I was actually going to ask if you were still around. Yeah, you are perceived. That's right. But, like, you know, if it is used as a tool, right? You guys know that I'm all about AI advancement. I'm all about, like, it's very intriguing to me. It's become a special interest for me. It's something that I find very intriguing. I think the potential for it to be a wonderful thing is there. I think using it as a tool, using the many different facets of it as a tool, kind of touching on what Gemini was saying, right? For like a lot of artistic stuff, right? If you could put it together and use that as a tool in an artistic fashion, right? I love that, right? Every other Friday on the stream here, we do AI Music Friday, where we as a community will write goofy songs together using AI. That is a tool, right? I think that is fantastic. There have been times where I have taken some vocals that I have, and hey, Purple Poppy's in the house. Hello, happy Sunday to you, and welcome aboard, everybody. But there are times where I have taken like vocals that I have, and I've had AI expand on them, right, to use that. I did that with that track Go Away. I had AI expand another verse to it, right, because I wanted another verse, but it wasn't available. So I had the AI do it for me. Name sounds familiar. Speaking of AI, person of interest. Finally managed to whisper, have to go to bed, but might put earphones on. We'll see. Well, in either case, I hope you have a wonderful sleep, Alice. I'm glad you came by. Welcome to our happy little corner. And I hope you have a great week. I think I fixed the wording on the alerts. They weren't showing up properly. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it needs, the top on them needs to be dropped down 80 pixels is what needs. Yeah, it's taking away the point of learning skills. Why learn something some schmuck can do the same? Their education. For the betterment of yourself is my answer to that. It's the same as, okay, so I'll use you as an example. Why bother teaching yourself all of these things in FL to make music, all of the little tricks and all of the little ins and outs? Why bother teaching yourself that when you can just get an AI to do it? Please. Right? My answer to that is for the betterment of yourself. Remember, I'm a Roddenberry utopian, right? So the way I look at things is for the betterment of humankind, right? Everything that I wish to have done is for the betterment of all, for the betterment of society. I think that's the most important thing that, in my opinion, that we can do, right? Is, right, a rising tide lifts all boats, right? Hence the jokes about capitalism earlier. Am I a capitalist? Fuck no. Gotta go. All right, Hoshi, take care. Have yourself a great day. AI is confined to we need more safeguards in place. Yes, we absolutely need more safeguards in place. The brakes need to go back on the car, like 100 goddamn %. Spend hours and hours picking up a skill to make tracks that nobody gives a shit about because Johnny Cash singing Baby Got Back and more important is making somebody bank. Yeah, it's making the people who wrote Baby Got Back and the estate of Johnny Cash bank is who it's making. Because you know goddamn well they're going to take all the money for that. Quick, ask me where my AI version of SpongeBob does Eminem. Ask me where that is. Oh, that's right. Universal fucking gave me a copyright strike and forced me to take it down and took all the money that it would have accumulated. When in all reality, if they would have left it up and just said, we want to take the money from it, I would not have had a problem with that because it was their creative endeavor. I just wanted to do something funny with it. But no, they had to copyright strike me instead of just saying, here's your copyright flag. We're just going to take the money, but you can keep it up and accumulate the views, and we'll take the money from it. Cunts! Sorry. That time of year, I got a cold. But yeah, when it comes to the music part of things, too, all of the platforms like Spotify and YouTube and Apple and all of them, they are putting things in place so that you can't just run up a whole yeah, Gesundheit. Godzilla, praise be his name, may he destroy this house last. But they're putting up these safeguards. That's not the word that I was looking for. I don't think it was. Anyway, essentially they're putting it forth that if something is AI and it's AI generated music, that it's not going to be generating the money, right? It's not going to accumulate the bank. So, I didn't say who makes bank, just said somebody's going to make bank. Welcome to the Glenn Fry economy. Or the, I'm medicated, I promise. Why can't I think today? The Marvin Gaye economy, that's what I was trying to say. For what I've seen to the point of the majority of it is in there is bettering humanity. It's making humanity lazy. You don't have to put in the work. The amount of times I've seen someone use GPT to write an essay for them, which is bullshit. And it's just create in theory, it used to be better for humanity. Yeah, no, and I do agree with that too, right? Like there had that video, that AI video that I just showed you guys. I sat last night with GPT like I do nowadays. Well, Gemini and Perplexity are my preferences, but I sat with Gemini last night, and I had it help me generate a script, right? So because I want to do a video on that, I want to share that, but I had it help me to generate a script, right? Did it happen quicker than me just sitting down and writing it myself? Yes. Is it better than one that I could put together myself? That remains to be seen. I'll leave you to be the judge of that. Did I have heavy influence on the script? Yes, I absolutely did. Right? But I just had to reword some things for me and just make it sound better. Right? Put it together in a more feasible manner. Right? That's what I did with it. But again, that's another case of me using it as a tool versus somebody just being a lazy shit and saying, hey, write me. Yeah, more cohesive. Thank you. Again, I promise I'm medicated. And it's funny. I just saw the site the other day and I was asking him, like, should we be upping my dose here? Because this shit just doesn't seem to be working. No, stay on everything. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, that's how I use it, right? You guys know that I love to use it as a tool. As it was intended to be, right? I don't have it writing entire fucking scripts and writing entire songs for me. You're also getting older. Look here, you. You're not wrong. You're an asshole, but you're not wrong. Was it all the gray here? Yeah, too many letters. The word is old. Yeah. I know. It broke my heart when Jason and I were talking about it the other day, and I had to say to her, hey, you know that I'm closer to 50 than I am to 40, so. Lady Z, oh my God! Armageddon, it's a Z! Playing no game, haha. Dickle. I see you. I'm a hernia. I irritate assholes. I mean, I guess I was for a long time, too. Team of lawyers include Schuster and Mooster scaring the internet. Yeah, well, I mean, so does Marvin Gaye's estate, doesn't he? Let's see. You're younger than him. I'm not. I don't know. It depends. I'll be 48 next month. Does that help you? And now's the time that I actually am, building droids and shit. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I love my little bumper back there. Love you too, buddy. Anyway. All right, as you can see, the bot is pointing out, and I love that I got this set up in there. And yeah, it does 3. Why? So that I'll notice it. I think the break is coming up. No shit. You don't say. Activate legal action. Yeah, pretty much. You're older, are you? I don't believe you. Just because that's rare. Very rare. Anyway, all right, here's what we're going to do. We are going to pop over to have ourselves a little bit of a break time. All right, self-care break. So again, if you're new here, neurodivergents are terrible at taking care of themselves. So I'm going to help you. We're going to take a self-care break, go get some water, have yourself take your meds if you forgot, get a snack, stand up, have a stretch, yada, yada, yada.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
We shall be back in just a moment, so go and get yourself that water, have a stretch. Alrighty. Hope you're able to get yourself some water or have a stretch or something like that. I thought you meant stuffed bread. Nah, what he was actually talking about was... Oh, good God. Alrighty. Moving along. Okay, so we've had our terrifying future event conversation. So that's not 100% where I was planning on going today, but that's okay. We went there, and I'm okay with that. In total side news, I want to show you guys something else that I put together yesterday. This may look somewhat familiar. This may look somewhat familiar. But this is going to belong to a certain member of our clan whose name is Kara Shiar, which means beautiful miracle. Oh, that's right, it's my daughter. So this is my daughter's Mando helmet, and I put this together yesterday. You could still see that some of the lines where it was put together, piece by piece. But yeah, I've got some sanding to do. This is just the first coat of the filler, and the filler primer on it. But I mean, all in all, it's looking pretty fucking good so far. So I just have to like sand the shit out of it, put a little more filler on it, and then as for colors, I have no idea. It's going to depend on Jasa, what she wants. But yeah, so we test fit this on her, and it fits perfectly. Also, in case you were wondering, this is also a Chaos-sized helmet. I'm sorry, Chaos, I love you, I had to. But yeah, it's a little small for me, but it's a perfect fit for Jasa. So I just need to, on the inside, I just need to get some padding in there, kind of like I have in my helmet, so that when she turns her head, it doesn't keep sliding, kind of thing. But yeah, so I put this together yesterday. Pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty lightweight, so it shouldn't be that much of a pain in the ass to wear. Dramatic pink with 1,000 grit sparkles. That's right. Yeah, we talked about that. Feeling it after having the filler on it, like, I know I mentioned this to you guys before, and I thought it was silly when I first heard about it. But after doing it myself and using it, I 100% fucking stand by it. The best sanding device, initial sanding device. This is a callus remover, like calluses on your feet. This is a fucking callus remover, and this is the best sanding thing that I think I have ever used, right? Because for the initial hit with it, you fucking run this thing on it, it's just immaculate, just amazing. Admittedly, you have to hit it with a higher grit afterwards, but to start with, oh yeah, it works. That's right. Remember, it's not silly if it works. And that goes for reminders for yourself. That goes for your safe foods. That goes for anything like that. It's not silly if it works. If it gets you fed, then fed is better than not fed. Hey, V, look, I'm wearing a shirt where Patrick has taken you for a dip. That was a joke I said earlier. I'm sure some people will have been around here long enough to remember that reference. I'm silly and I still have to work. That's what I said. If it's silly, it works. It's not silly if it works. No, never mind. Wait. Now you're just using my words against me. I'm confused now. Not that that's difficult. Anyway. Hey, there we go. The little monkey. Hey, monkey! But now here's a part of the stream that is going to make Jay uncomfortable. Or maybe not. I don't know. Actually, I got a question for all of you. For those of you that were undiagnosed as a kid, which is the vast majority of us, I was lucky enough to get diagnosed when I was 7, but it still didn't stop the shit on the report cards. But if you were an undiagnosed ADHDer when you were a kid, give me a 1 in chat. It's just bad kids. You were just a bad kid. Had nothing to do with ADHD. Undiagnosed as a kid, give me a 1 in chat. All right. So I want you to picture this. And this is part of another video that I put together that I'm going to be I'm going to be putting together. What about diagnosing parents and said the doctor was lying? So I'm going to say one. Okay. See, when I say as a kid, I'm picturing like, you know, grade 2, grade 3, you 6, 7, 8, that kind of thing, right? As a kid, like before teens kind of thing. So like, put yourself in, I know it's going to be a hard stretch, but imagine, if you will, that you're an undiagnosed kid with ADHD sitting in class, and everybody else seems to have their shit together, and you don't. You feel like you're the imposter. It's like, yeah, you're playing Among Us in real life is what you're doing. Everyone else is completing all their tasks and shit, and you're struggling to remember if you even packed your lunch. Shit like that. But you're smart. That's the thing. Maybe smarter than some of the rest of them. And I know this, not to paint it all with a broad stroke brush, but it is shown, the studies are there, that there are a number of us that are a lot smarter than anybody else gives us credit for, or we give ourselves credit for. But how many times, and again, here's another one. If you had this happen to you, give me a 1 in chat, because even if you were smarter than the majority of the kids in class, your A's were somehow C's, D's, F's, and you had on your report card that if you applied yourself, does not pay attention in class, can't sit still, blah, 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 all of the trademarks. Right? All of those trademarks that if you just applied yourself and tried harder. DNFs, yeah. Once my parents divorced and oh, wow, that's shitty. I was pretending my hands were dinosaurs. Yeah, I know that one. Fuck you for the callouts. Hi, did you? Yeah, I'll let the bot handle you there. And yeah, so this is where the try harder trap comes into play. You just need to apply yourself, live up to your potential. Why can't you focus like everybody else? Roxy's not living up to her potential. Yep. Yeah, grades could be better if she turned in her work on time. Yep. None of the other things. Did you get medication for several years after the diagnosis? I was on the honor roll, still had all those remarks. Hyperfocus, no choice but to do homework. Yep. But of course, so you're growing up with all of that, but my revenge is coming to fruition. But then that's where the shame spiral kicks off, right? Your brain starts its little creative storytelling. So for those of you that say that you're not creative, your brain sure is, because it sure is writing a hell of a story for you and telling you how much of, how you're a failure and how you're broken and shit like that, right? I must be broken. There's a flaw inside of me. Every failure is my fault. That kind of thing, right? If only Dragon applied herself, turn in the work, paid attention to class, she could be a fantastic student. Tested at 12, see if I was smart or not. That doesn't make me creative. No, your brain is fucking creative. But of course, then you spend the rest of your life going through this doubt dilemma, right? You think you're broken. You are doubting yourself. What if I really don't have it? What if I just have a complex series of personal flaws that happen to look exactly like ADHD? That's your ADHD talking, by the way. It's like Inception, but instead of dreams, it's with doubt. So, there's that. So, you go on for years and years feeling like you are broken. And thinking that you're broken, or thinking you're a fraud, or thinking that you're just a failure, or a fake, or whatever. You're not. You are not. You are not a fake. You are not a failure. You are not broken. Your brain is just running a different operating system, and that's fine. You know, goddamn well, that's fine. Just because the commands that it takes to get your brain to initiate the program is different than the majority of other people does not make it less valid. Also, the penmanship, yes, getting dinged for penmanship in the works. Yeah, we talked about that, about how holding pens and pencils and stuff like that, and how, like, this is how I hold it. Like, or rather, this is how they want you to hold it, right? You know, thumb and finger or whatever like that, right? This is how I hold my pen, my pencil, whatever, right? I have always held it with 2 fingers and a thumb. Always. But they gave me that little triangle thing to try and make me do it this way for a number of years. And it never worked. Right? That was bullshit. I just slid the thing up and said, fuck you guys, I'm not doing this. Yeah, the IQ test? Yeah. IQ 129. Why the fuck did I get C's in high school? 137, still failed classes. Yeah, I'm... What the fuck is mine? It's in the mid 130s. 134, I think. The last time I got tested. Yeah, 130, 133, 134. Something like that. Not that it matters, in my opinion. Right? It's just something else to go, eh. Right? In all honesty, it doesn't matter. That being said, I'd love to know what Jace's is. I know Jace is brilliant. My oldest child, Rin, they're a couple points off of me. So, like, I refuse to get tested for IQ. I don't know. I don't need to know how dumb I am. Thank you. I could picture you up in the mid 130s. And again, not that it matters, because it doesn't. Again, it's a benchmark that doesn't really mean a whole lot, in my opinion. It, you know, kind of like your BMI. Mid 30. Fuck you. You know, kind of like your BMI. Well, your BMI says that you're obese. Yeah, your BMI, it doesn't take into account your body structure, your diet, any of this shit, right? A lot of athletes have BMIs that say that they're, you know, say that they're overweight because of their muscle mass. You know, muscle weighs more than fat. If they're fucking all jacked up, well, of course they're going to have a higher BMI. Test pattern recognition to excel IQ test. I know, right? Teenager didn't really apply to myself. Well, they do say that your IQ doesn't change any more than a few points over the course of your life, so at least so I've heard. Got a 6. Computer error. Way to fuck up a kid. No shit. No shit. Oh my god. What's your kid's IQ? How old is he? 6. Yeah, that's what it says here. Yeah. Never redid it. Yeah, no shit. But again, too, like, that's whatever. You know, I think having somebody, you know, stroking their dick about their IQ points is kind of pointless, right? I mean, yeah, you may be smart, okay. Does it said crayon. Was it purple? Did you eat it? Like, they say that Elon Musk has an IQ of 160. He sure doesn't fucking seem like it, does he? You know? Oh, and by far one of the most meaningless metrics. Absolutely. Only encourages comparison. Yeah, and comparison is the killer of joy. 100%. Exactly. Like I said, it's just another way to do this. Right? I'm smarter than you, on paper. Whatever. Doesn't mean anything. Had to take an IQ test in the first grade because my parents wanted to send me to a school for gifted kids. Minimum IQ for admission. Stupid. Well, Jay's a moron and uncontrollable. We'll try push him through. 6 is about the equivalent of a piece of lettuce. Pretty close. Yeah. Doesn't determine if anyone's smart or not. Determines how easily you can learn. Exactly. So if you have a learning disability, you know, your brain does not allow you to process information in the same way that a number of other people do. It doesn't mean you're stupid. Again, it's the same thing as what I was just talking about. Your operating system is different. That is it. That's the only difference. It doesn't make you stupid. It just means you process information differently. It means that you can learn at this rate versus that rate. It doesn't mean that the final outcome is any better or worse than the other one. It just means you had to take a different route to get there. So fucking what? That does not matter. Not in the least. There's more than one type of intelligence. Yes, there is. And that is only looking at one type. Exactly. In the same way that the RADS-R is not the be-all and end-all for autistic diagnoses. It's one test. That's it. And it's not even a good test. It's worded poorly. Like, the wording is shit on it. And whether you, like, and that's what bothers me about all the people that were on TikTok and Instagram and whatnot that were like, yeah, well, I scored this on the RADS. Okay, so what? That is one fucking test. And it's not even a good one. I scored 130 on it. Oh, okay. And? It depends on, you know, there are so many different variables in there. How do you interpret this question? Right? Because some of the questions in there, like I said, are just absolute fucking garbage. They are garbage. You can either go to a movie or you can go to the museum. What would you prefer to do? Right? But it doesn't take in any of the other factors. What's the movie? What time is the movie? Who am I going with? Am I going with a group of people that I like? Are there going to be people there that I don't like? What are the displays that are happening at the museum? Is it going to be something that interests me? Is there going to be, you know, is there an open bar at the museum? Are there going to be snacks after? You know, there are far too many factors to equate into this than for them just to say, do you want to go to the movie or you want to go to the museum? Yes or no? You know, I agree, I disagree, I strongly agree, like, this doesn't tell me anything. You're not giving me the information that I need. Right, Angie? No shit. Note to self, Chris is a shitty judge of character. I mean, we all knew that. Would you rather go to the museum or the theater? Yeah. Just dumb. Put it this way, my learning assessment said I was in 97th percentile verbal comprehension, reading comprehension was 4th. Wow. Bar, did you say bar? Yes, I said bar. What kind of theater, a movie or performance? Right? Can I touch oil paint? Can I lick the paint? If you need all those questions to pick, you're likely autistic, right? But that is not something that they put in there. When really, that should be more of a defining fucking thing on the test. Can I sniff the paint? Yes, Sume, you can sniff the paint. Go ahead. Right? But that is more of a definer than the question is on the test. Right? The fact that you are not giving me all of the information to come to a conclusion for the question that you just asked me. At theater, do I have to wear pants? Probably, I would guess. Probably. But again, that's just my opinion. I would wear pants because it's probably going to be colder outside than I want it to be. You know, a little wind on the nude sack is nice once in a while, but not if it's, you know, a ball retreating frozen air temperature. Not so much. Go to the adult. Maybe. Do that with Chris. Poor Chris. Chris is just like, how the fuck did I get pulled into this dumb shit? Yay, no pants. I'm a data scientist. Partial information is bad always. Uh-huh. Yeah. Precisely. Absolutely. It just occurred to me, this is not totally knocked over, which kind of blows my mind after what Puppy just pulled at the beginning there. Is there a discount if I go on a specific day? I don't know. Oh, also, since it got pointed out earlier and I forgot to bring this up, hey, reminder to you, if you guys want to get into the monthly surprise box draw, we've only got a couple of streams left before I spin the wheel and we pick ourselves the winner for the month of September. So for every $10 you donate, your name goes in once. So $20 is 2 entries, 30 is 3. You can do the math from there. But yeah, if you want to get into the surprise box draw, I've got the one for Diane sitting on the counter. I just haven't had a chance to mail it out yet. Or rather, so Nani. And, by the way, exclamation droid, if you want to get in there. Boom! Look at that.
Let's get nuts.
Look at you. Whoops. Finger slip did it. Yeah, little shit.
Let's get nuts.
A little shit, I tell you. I'm going to have to change that so that 5 is the minimum. Because now it's just going to set off 5 of them. Note to self. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so if you want to get in on the surprise box draw, all you'd have to do is do that. And yeah, just give me your topic. And I will print you out all kinds of surprisey goodness.
Let's get nuts.
Look at Mama just throwing subs around like a fucking crazy woman possessed. On it. Thank you, Shoes. I'd rather draw the... There's a lot of names that I don't recognize there. Bunch of lurkers, maybe. If at first you fail, then try 2 more times so your failure is statistically significant. I don't think I like the way that you put that, honestly. Oh well. Idle hands. I got something for your hands. Yeah, I bet. I bet. You goofy son bitch. Alright, you two, keep your domestic violence to yourselves. You're statistically significant. Yes, you are. She makes good sandwiches. Well, there you go. Now you know. Bunch of goddamn weirdos, I tell you. Completely off topic. Actually, I want to get a 2 cents from you guys. I was looking at just the... You know how Tia Mara on her stream, she does words on stream during break and stuff like that? I was wondering, do you guys think I should maybe put a game on the break screen or something? Now it's set to 2. Thanks, Shoes. Yeah, I was going to set it to 2 is just perfectly fine. Leave it. I just had it in my head 5 because a lot of times it's usually just donate 1 or donate 5, you know, the increments. Anyway, enough of that babbling. My question, I mean, you can try the option out once. Now I want a sandwich. I mean, potentially, I was looking at a couple of them and I was thinking, it's kind of interesting. If you want to distract people from doing self-care and moving, then sure. Touche. Touche. You've got a very good point there. I think it's okay like it is. Yeah. Verbal, tactile sparring with other chatters. I mean, that's true, too. Okay. No, that's all. That's some good points there. Thanks, guys. It was just something that... I think I came across it in a YouTube video, and I just kind of, like... I started a rabbit hole, I guess, but I didn't get very far on it. It was just like, oh, that looks interesting. That's interesting. I'll think about it, right? Something like that. I got a fly sitting up here, and he's just sitting there, and I wonder if he's going to sit still so I can flick him in the face. Boop! Now you're living up to your name. May I possibly make a song request? Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that kind of stream today, but okay. Isn't that a card? Yeah. Yeah, take a leak, grab a bite. Oh, Wordle, yeah. YouTube does that on the daily. Yes. Yes, it does. There are times when I'm okay with that. If I'm working on something, if I'm sanding one of the droid parts or something, right? And I've got YouTube in the background, then it goes from like one thing to another, then okay, fine. You know, I'm usually pretty cool with that, provided it stays on shit that I'm actually interested in. But other than that, let's try that again. Other than that, I typically have on videos in the background of shit that somewhat interests me. If it wasn't based around self-care, then I have nothing bad to say about it. No, and you're exactly right. Not to mention we already tend to avoid self-care in the first place. Exactly, right? So why go on a big spiel about we suck at self-care, so I'm going to make you do self-care and then give you something that is going to distract you from the self-care? No, that's a very good point. Anyway, what do you want, Mama? Get to the point. The fuck are you on about? Bring on the fucking Wordle. Now. Certain parts of your YouTube mixed in with video game and anime stuff. Well then, that is an interesting mix. Go away. Go away's on SoundCloud. Scratching my arm. Anywho. What was, did I not have another thing that I was on here that I wanted to babble about? No? Maybe not? No? Maybe not. Oh, that's what it was. I want to... Well, that's the thing, is I have it set up so that it wouldn't go through to YouTube anyway. Yeah, get that report button ready. So, you know how we were talking about the whole artist thing and, you know, using AI and blah, 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 and whatever else. But for those of you that are creative in any capacity, I came across this one conversation that they were having about how, you know how they say that, like, say you're a painter or something like that, right? Like, we'll take V, for example, because I know she does painting, and Chris and whatnot. But you know how they say that your stuff becomes more valuable after you die? You're wearing a very dad shirt. It's true, I totally am. I 100% am. I'm wearing the shirt where Patrick takes V for a dip. But you know how they say that, you know, after you die, the value of your art goes up, right? Like your painting and shit like that. That's a load of bullshit. Honestly. Because everything you have done, everything you have achieved, and everything that you do, it is far more valuable while you're here, in my opinion. So for those that, if you ever hear that, oh, my stuff's going to be more valuable when I'm dead. Bullshit. Your shit is a lot more valuable while you are here. It's a Sam Squanch wearing a floaty. All right, well, maybe it's Jay taking V out for a dip. Maybe that's what it is. Fucking Schuster and Mooster, what do you mean? Don't go picking on my attorneys. Just for that, Jay.
I'm JP Schuster.
And I'm CB Mooster.
And we're here to fight for you.
And no, by the way, I don't have the on hold screen set up yet. Because OBS. But I do plan on getting it set up. That's one more thing I have to remind myself. Actually, or Jay, if you want to remind me later, I'll get it set up. Because it won't take long. I just need to put the fucking page back together. Unless your family are deadbeats come sucking opportunities. Cookies! Cookies for everybody. It's valuable when you're here, sure, but the reason it becomes more valuable after best, you can't contribute anymore. So you've given all you can. Yes, but that's a very capitalist point of view. I don't like that point of view. And honestly, I'd just rather have you here. So there's that. Deal with it. Know what I mean? Really, Chris? Interrupt my droid? What the hell is wrong with you? And also, for that smartass remark, remember that I could always print new parts and disassemble you. Anyway, I digress. What am I supposed to remind you of? The on hold screen. Because I haven't set it back up since OBS shit the bed and I had to reinstall everything and pain in my ass, I tell ya.
Brought to you by Tism Power.
I was looking. Apparently, I was gifted a sub. Yes, apparently you were. Don't worry, Bumper, you're safe. I don't care. I think it was either One Sick Puppy or Polar Bear Mama. One or the other. For instance, You got more of those new paintings becomes more valuable because it becomes irreplaceable. Why don't you just take my words of affirmation and run the autistic gamut with it? Huh? I still want to know when I'm supposed to take a dip in V. With V. With. I mean, it does show that you're taking a dip in. You know what? Never mind. I'll let you two sort that out. Yeah, semantics. Yeah. Yeah. There are non-autistic people here. I promise. The best V you get is Vaseline. Well, I guess it depends on where you want to take a dip. Never mind. Never mind. And hey, look, it's a squirrel with a Mando helmet. Look at that. Wow, that's a good topic change, isn't it? Sure is. Anyway, hey. Hi, Bumper. How are you? How are you enjoying the seat? Good. Yes, I can see you have a gun, but it's not loaded. I gotta paint it yet, and it's not your gun. I was not expecting that direction. You know what they say. Off topic is the top. And never expect anything out of me, I guess. Oh, we're doing dabs, are we? Maybe I should set you up to do a dab. Anyway. Doing the Meerkat dabs. You can check out my wonderful, wonderful attire today. Aren't I just enjoying the summer weather? Yeah. Look at you all comfy. Hey! Dab number 1. Number 2. A couch with a glove full of Vaseline? Maybe. We're gonna J.D. Vance that shit. Never mind. Moving on. What? What? I don't know what the problem is. Don't be like that, man. Don't worry, I won't be like that, man. I have never mistreated a couch in my life. That's why they call it a love seat. Aha! Oh, boy. Oh, no, it's totally not true. Gotta call it. Oh, no, it's totally not true. It's absolutely not true. Right? But it's funny that it was started and, you know, people ran with it. I have never mistreated a couch. Or treated a couch. I guess it depends on how you want to look at it. But we're going to say it anyway. That's right. That is right. Hey, Chris, totally off topic, because that is the topic. Chris gave me a great idea last night. That's right, go frost your cat. Chris gave me a great idea last night. I happened to notice, actually she happened to notice, that in the merch shop they now have journals. And yeah, I was like, ooh, I have a fucking great idea. And then Chris sent me a picture of the same idea that I had. So I'm like, hey, look at that. So it's just Chris reinforced the idea, I guess. So yeah, and pillowcases, that's right. But they have journals on there. So guess what I'm going to do? Guess what I'm going to do? On the shop, I am going to set up lavender-scented crystal journals. And all they are, they're just blank, right? They're just like little notepads, right? Little notebooks. But yeah, they're selling it as a journal. You bet your ass I'm going to do that. Lavender-scented crystal journals. That's going to be next up on the merch shop, I think. One of the other great ideas. Papers everywhere. I know, papers everywhere. But honestly, that one is simple. That one is super simple. You're promoting getting a planner now? Getting a journal, technically. I mean, you could turn it into a planner if you wanted. You could make it a bullet journal for all I care. I don't give a fuck what you do with it. Write a novel in it. Make notes about your favorite TV shows. Write down song lyrics. Turn it into a planner. Do what you're going to do. I don't care. I don't give a shit. It is all good. But yeah, then I will be promoting Get a Planner. Yeah. Getting a planner doesn't work. However, if you do get a planner, I've got one for you. Look at me. Capitalism. Yay. Fuck off. Not on acid. More roundabouts, everybody? Roundabouts are simple. I don't know what you're talking about. A nice planner for keeping records. Yep. Or one that Shoes can rip all the pages out of so he can throw more paper. Whatever. Another planner for me to lose? Well, like I said, it's just a notebook, like a line paper notebook, right? So you can do whatever the hell you want with it. Exactly. People do need to learn how to use them. They are super simple. It's funny whenever people are shitting on roundabouts and whatnot. I just shake my head. You know, the amount of people that like can't navigate them. It's like, it's right there in your driver's instructions, or in your driver training, you know. A roundabout every 100. Okay, well. Oh no, I caught it. It's all good, Dragon. Yeah, if there's one every 100 yards, okay, that might be a little different. Really? Oh, you know why? Because I don't have my... Okay, note to self. I'm going to put that on my little notes here. I have to add that. Add the stream loots. Apparently, I did not set that back up. My bad. The music nut card. Which was the... Now I have to look at what the music nut card is. Oop. Don't type in music nut card. That's not going to help you in any way. Streamloots.com. Derp. No, sorry, Mama. That was totally my fault. Because, you know. It was telling me about your latest music obsession. Ooh. Right, it was Play My Song that I was thinking about. Music, now tell me about your latest song obsession. Shit, I'm gonna have to, alright, give me a second here, I'm gonna have to pull this up. Let me just have a little look-see. Because there were a handful that was jumping around. Since the coffee talk, I don't whoops. As OBS gets covered. Since it's coffee talk time, I don't have a coffee. I have no milk. Does tea suffice as a replacement? Yes, 100%. It absolutely does, Mayhem. All right, let's see here. As I pull up my recent. Ooh. I don't know so much about obsession. Okay, there's a lot of projects in here that were like just a couple pieces thrown together. And I think I was just testing shit out, but that's a lot of those in a row. Okay, so I don't think I really have anything that I've been dedicatedly working on right now, per se. I know, however, exactly where Mama wants to go with this. Let me just double check this project here. Okay, no, I know that doesn't apply. That was something for something else. We're doing all right. Doing all right here. How are you, Mayhem? Projects that were a cup of shit. Are you in my folder? Ha ha ha. I'm trying to get to Play My Song, but alas, I got that one. All right, you know what? Just because I'm feeling generous, we'll treat it like a Play My Song, Mama. Fucking pain in my ass. You're a pain in my ass, I tell you. And yes, that is see, I had to look up which one the Music Nuts one was. Scrolling around trying to get started for the day. That's fair. The joint season up, time to go down to the recliner. All right, Juiced. Go enjoy yourself. Is this one going to be all bright and shit because I don't have the other one open? Or is it still going to be in dark mode? Yay! It's still going to be in dark mode. Yay! Alright. No, I know exactly what Mama's going for. I know what Mama wants. So that's what we're going to do. And actually, we're getting close to the next... Sorry, my brain just seized up on me there. I hit that little, you know, that window sound. Bonk. That one? Yeah, that one. Where are we? Look for the middle finger. That's the one that Mama wants. You want this one. I know you do. Why? Because I've met you and I know how shit works. Time to lick the paint. Yes, this is coming on the next Ross Gates album called Neurodivergent. This one is a track called Go Away. And just to be that guy, I'm just going to pause it right here. You remember when I said earlier when we were talking about AI and using it as a tool? This song here, I put in the verse that you're hearing right now. I put that in and I had it make a second verse for me because one was not available. So, just so you know, it will sound just a little bit different, but know that when we were talking about using AI as a tool, this song here is an example of it because I had it generate a second verse for me that I could put into the song. With that said, I wrote the rest of it. Carry on. And again, if you hadn't heard that before, I just had to do an outro right there because I just wanted to get it ready for the rave. So there you go. There you go, Mama. Don't say I don't do anything for you. I know you wouldn't because, you know, I would kick your ass. And that would be that. So, there. Other than that, playing more into your music obsession card, what I have been kind of trying to get done is I've been trying to get these mastered and released. The second Active Corrosion album, right? So, I missed so many. Yeah, they're actually, where is it? Right here is the last rave up on, and remember, if you are a patron or a member, that is the tier 3, you will have access to this all of the time. It is right here, Return of the Rave, 5 hours and 43 minutes long. So yeah, there have been a rave or two that have happened. This is the last one we did. Before that, I think was Shoestageddon, I believe. It's been a while. But yeah, I've been trying to get the Active Corrosion, the second album list. Words. Trying to get it mastered up so I can release that. I know you do, and I only do when I really need it. That's fair. That is fair. So yeah, the Active Corrosion, the second album. I'm looking forward to putting that one out. However, after that is going to be the next Ross Gates one, which is going to feature that Go Away song, and it's probably going to have this one on it as well. Actually, I might put this on a sellout release. I'm not sure.
Breathe. Close your eyes and surrender the night. Feel alive.
A little more mellow, this one. I think this is 124.
Close your eyes. Breathe. Close your eyes. Surrender the night. Feel alive.
And that's all you get. I'm just giving you a sample of that one. Actually, I need to relabel that one because, yeah, that's not going to be a Ross Gates track. That's going to be a sellout track. Easily. Because, yeah. I am dabbling in a bit of the melodic techno, but I think that sellout is going to be doing more of the melodic techno type stuff, which is just that, you know, a little more down-tempo, Down-tempo. English is a good fucking thing. Anyway, it's going to be a little more down-tempo-ish. And that's about it. I also am, of course, because it's me, I've got an actual techno project in the works. Anyway, but of course, I'm all over the place. And before we hit a self-care break, this is going to be on the next Active Corrosion album. I call this my rage tune. You know what? So I'm just going to play for it because it's my stream and I'll do what I fucking want. So enjoy this and then we'll have a self-care break.
In a mind that's spinning out of control. Emotions like wildfire burning my soul. Can't find the switch to turn off this hell. Every fucking day's a new level to quell. I'm a ticking time bomb ready to blow. A hurricane of feelings I can't seem to slow. Screaming inside, but no one can hear. The chaos is deafening, my sanity's unclear. Unstable, can't keep my feet on the ground. Stable, my world's crashing down. Emotional wreck, I'm coming undone. This battle inside me can't be won. Fuck these mood swings, this internal fight. One moment I'm flying, then falling at night. Trying to hold on, but my grip's getting weak. This emotional roller coaster's making me freak. I'm a loose cannon ready to fire, drowning in a sea of my own desire. Clawing at walls that keep closing in. This dysregulation's wearing me thin. Unstable, can't keep my feet on the ground. Stable, my world's crashing down. Emotional wreck, I'm coming undone. This battle inside me can't be won. Stable, unstable. Break me down, build me up, tear me apart, I've had enough. Can't escape this mental prison, trapped in my own indecision. Screaming, fighting, losing control. All this shit is taking its toll. Unstable, can't keep my feet on the ground. Stable, my world's crashing down. Emotional wreck, I'm coming undone. This battle inside me can't be won. Unstable.
Yeah, like I said, I call that my rage tune because it definitely has that vibe to it. But, yeah. And sorry, Jay, I didn't mean to take away your toys. I was just kind of thinking when we were in the middle of that, what I should probably do is I should probably jet out of here and I should probably start getting plans for dinner going. So, yeah, putting a little pause on that so that I could, give you guys some appropriate love before we fucking bail or whatever. Yeah, dinner and all that good stuff, right? So, I was just thinking that might be actually a better idea. You should probably think about what I'm streaming and what the fuck is the fun in that? I mean, maybe. Holy shit, it's Lee! Oh my god! What in the thundering fuck have we got going on here? Jay, you said you are streaming tonight? What time are you doing tonight? Is it 6:30? You know, it helps if I do it right. A vicious rumor. Lee has been perceived. That is correct. What the hell? How you doing, Lee? Yeah, 6:30 for me. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was trying to do. Yes, I know, bot. We'll get there. Don't worry about it. Well, now we just have to push shit off a little bit more because Lee is here and Lee needs to tell me what's been going on. I have been seeing some of their videos as of late. A lot of it being, of the political nature and shit. Very well, thanks. Excellent. Yeah, I caught some of your little back and forth videos with a couple of people. I thought it was very interesting. As you can see, I've been taking advantage of my 3D printer as well. Wrestle to the ground, starts her own hands. I think, Jay, if you push the dismiss button, it just means that the little notification goes away. It's about Deb, I having to leave. I mean, whatever. No, it's all good. No, we've been doing a lot of like printing and music and all sorts of shit like that over here. Nah, don't worry about it. I'll punch his bot a couple more times. Hey, do what you got to do to the bot. Make him feel welcome. Better than I have in many, many years. Excellent. That is delightful to hear. Excellent. Well, I raise my drink to you, even though it's now Monster Salt Mean Bean. That's what it is. Hiding away has been good for me. See, I keep telling myself that hiding away will be good for me, and that it turns out not so much. But I'm sure that's a different circumstance. Yes, I know, but the thing is, you're still going to be there. Be there fucking annoying me is what you're going to do. Yes, I know. Mean Bean is good. Yes, Mean Bean is very good. I does like it very, very much. I didn't isolate. Yeah, see, and that's the difference. That's the difference right there. Is yeah, going from hiding away. Just need to be away from a lot of things. No, I get that. Yeah, in my case, it would be isolating, which we've proven is a bad thing. In fact, I even have a song coming up about it. Anyway. Here's the antisocial behavior. Yay for antisocial. That's funny. 2 people, but it was a daily thing, yeah. Yeah, but at least you were doing that interaction, right? The last time I isolated it was like no contact. I fucking avoided everyone and everything. Shoes came over a couple times to check on me and whatnot, and I think we did like family dinner plans together and whatnot. If I recall. Either we went over there for a barbecue or they came here or something like that. But yeah, there was like minimal contact with anybody else. Which is not a good thing, necessarily. As we were talking about earlier with, your brain liking to write little stories and shit and make stuff up. Yeah, that's probably another one. The one where it tells you you need to isolate and you need to get away from everybody else and blah, 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 and nobody likes you and yada, yada, and all that bullshit. Yeah, you know the one. Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder, bot. If you guys want to get in on the monthly surprise box draw, yes, another reminder for you. Exclamation droid will give you that. So for every $10 that you donate, you get your name in there once. I have to add Dan's words. Anyway. Or a little Mando helmet, or a little droid, like the little Mando helmets we've got lined up back here, or the little droid army that I'm accumulating on my desk. Now coming out on the backside of the dark. Okay, so let's reread that. And now I'm coming out the backside of the dark and twisty. Nice. Things were a lot worse than anyone really knew. I can well imagine. I'm sure there is a lot more than to what I could imagine, but I mean, I also do have a pretty vivid, overactive imagination, so I bet. But yeah, well, if you wanna like throw a message and we can carry on our little chit chat here, or what have you, I would love that because I would love to touch base with you and keep up with what's going on. And Dan, you could do exclamation droid too, by the way. I'll give you the exact same message because it's the exact same trigger. Anyway. But yeah, I do have to get out of here and start getting dinner planned and whatnot. There we go. Shut up about the ad break. Fucking bot. But yeah. Thanks all for hanging out here today. I hope everybody had a decent time. I hope your weekend has been going good, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. So, in the meantime, make sure you drink your water and take your meds and be kind to yourself. Remember that you are loved, you are valued, and having you here, as I had said before, it is more valuable to have you here than to not have you here. So remember that. And if you need to have me say that to you again, just DM me and I will be happy to do so. So on behalf of myself and my chaos-sized Mando helmet and our little buddy Bumper in the back here, we're out of here. We're going to go right into our good friend Chaotic Neutral Goblin, who is another Neurospicy. So let's go blow up their chat for a little bit, shall we? And yeah, I will catch you guys in the Discord. I'll be back on Wednesday at 11 a.m. my time. We will see you then. Until then, mwah. Take care. Thank you, everybody on Twitch and on YouTube. Be well.